We're rolling. Do you want to do an intro? Or do you want me to try to do an intro?
You can try to do an intro.
Okay.
I always do the intros.
No, you don't.
When I'm here.
You make a noise. That doesn't count
That's
as an intro.
right.
On an audio platform, making a noise, that doesn't count as an intro.
Isn't that the only thing that counts as an intro?
No. It actually does, yes.
Yeah.
See, Moss keeps saying, hey, welcome back to Barnzey Burns Down the World. You're here on the podcast with me, Moss. And I'm like, no, dude, this is my intro. And he goes, no, it's my podcast. Now I'm just redoing a bit from a previous episode.
Like
Because
that.
I know you haven't heard it. It's not a call out, I'm just saying.
I like that.
This is new for you, but old for anyone else who listened. And I don't think that was good, but we're going to keep it in.
I see.
All right. So we got a series of... it's been a while since you've been here, hasn't it?
A little bit, about a bit over a month.
Month, yeah.
Month
Month and a half, yeah. When this gets released, it'll be technically longer, but as of recording, yeah, about a month. So, yeah, cool. Heard any good conspiracies recently?
Yes.
All right. Hit me with some.
I heard one yesterday.
Okay. What'd you hear?
To circle to one of the topics, was it a comedy series of comedy shows last night, sort of?
Yes.
And there was this one guy, and he did this whole bit about how he loves getting stoned, but he can't anymore because of all the conspiracy theories that he keeps on just coming up with.
That was quick thinking, because I didn't know that's where you were going with this. I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Well, and the conspiracy theory that he had was that they always say that it was China that came up with COVID, but it was, fucking Glen 20, they had the 20 in the name for years, so they must have clearly been that this planned out years ago.
I think that's obviously not a conspiracy, that's just a well-known fact.
That's
yes,
right.
That's right. So...
now it's your turn to come.
My turn to come up with a conspiracy? Okay. Well, you see, I don't actually come up with conspiracies. I do my own research and I learn my own facts, you see.
I see that.
And I come to my own conclusions.
That's right.
It's very important.
It's an important distinction.
Yes.
That's
very,
right.
very important. So.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Okay, so there's a conspiracy about a character. Okay. It's a conspiracy, but I think it's fact, all right?
Okay.
It's widely considered to be a conspiracy. I think it's true. Okay?
Sure.
And it's a character in The Simpsons. Have you heard of this?
Keep going.
Okay, so in this particular character, there's a well-known, well-beloved character of The Simpsons, that's in The Simpsons family, called Graggle Simpson.
Graggle Simpson.
Graggle Simpson. Do you remember Graggle Simpson?
No.
He was only really in the earlier seasons, and then he just kind of vanished.
Okay.
Right? And Graggle Simpson was beloved. He's in many scenes, but no one really remembers him. Mm-hmm. It's like, is anything ringing any bells, or does this sound all completely made up?
Are you trying to gaslight me?
Am I? You tell me.
This is what you were talking about. That's a good... Graggle Simpson sounds like it could be a thing.
It does. It does.
It's not, but it sounds like it
No, it is. Graggle Simpson's a real character.
Totally.
Yeah. And if you go back to old Simpsons episodes, he's right there. He's sitting on the floor next to Bart and Lisa. He's there with Homer in his classic moments of Homerisms.
What, just this little spastic child called Graggle?
Yes.
I see.
And he was always there, and no one can tell me otherwise, right?
I believe it was like an uncle or something, but maybe not a child.
Well, you see. Do you want to see what Graggle Simpson actually looks like?
Sure.
Okay. So I should have prepared an image here, but I'm going to just stall while I break the rule of not Googling anyone on the show.
Just bring it up fucking Dall-E.
Here we go. If you take a look at this, that is Graggle Simpson.
What?
Yeah.
So it's a common Mandela effect thing.
No. It's real, but it was started. Okay. Let's all bullshit aside. Graggle Simpson doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
But I think I can convince people that he does.
Okay.
He was always there when the family were having dinner. He was present, but no one really seems to remember.
Why is he not wearing any clothes?
Because he's Graggle Simpson.
I see.
Look, this is him in the classic TV couch gag.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, he was... Look at him. How can you deny his existence? He was always there, always present.
I see.
Right?
Very omniscient.
Yeah. So he's been edited out over time as like a cover-up, right? But that's not true at all.
Because he exists.
He never exists. Look at him. This is him in the Simpsons game. No, Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah. Fuck. That reminds me of something. I'm just gonna...
So I'll keep talking about Gregor Simpson while you...
I remember.
Okay, go.
Sorry, the Gregor Simpson just reminds me of this thing called cappuccino.
Yep.
And
What is cappuccino?
it's like no social media. No, it's like you just say, like, you can speak for like 2 minutes or whatever, and your friends speak for like 2 minutes, and then it compiles it all into like a podcast
Right.
for the next morning for the next person. They call that a cappuccino.
Yes.
I don't really listen to them, but sometimes I'll record a quick couple of seconds thing if I think of a funny joke or whatever.
Right, of course.
I don't want to hear what other people have to say. So,
No one wants to hear what everyone else has to say. They only want to hear themselves speak.
That's right.
Which is very prominent on this show.
yes. So, basically, I just quickly say, I put my phone, start to record, I say, the best do is Melman do, and you cannot change my mind.
Right.
Then Barnzey proceeds to say to me, he's like, just tell me you're wrong. There's another clearly better do.
Now this started a very heated debate.
Missing link do.
Missing Link Do is obviously the best Scooby-Doo character.
Look at that, he's real. It's a thing. It's like,
And you didn't believe me. You're like, no, you're doing a bit. It's like, no, I'm not. He's real. And
check it out. Missing link do.
Yeah, he's a real. Have you seen the whole Scooby-Doo family tree?
I did think I did when I looked it up. Did see the tree.
All right, here I'll bring it up and then we can describe it because this is some interesting lore, and then we'll go back to Gregor Simpson because I've got a point I want to make about him. So, Scooby-Doo family tree.
It's been 6 minutes.
Fucking hell, really? I thought we were making some good progress.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So here, there's this image is way too low quality. Fucking hell. All right, I'm glad we're doing a visual thing again. This is great. Okay. The father of Scooby-Doo. Dada-Doo.
Dada-Doo, sure.
The mother of Scooby-Doo.
Mama-Doo.
Mumsy-Doo.
Mumsy-Doo, okay.
Yes. The son... Oh, wait, no, maybe it's just... Yeah, the son is Scooby-Doo.
Scoobit-Doo.
He has a brother called Skippy-Doo. Another brother called Yabba-Doo. Another
Really?
brother, yep. Howdy-Doo.
Oh my god.
He's got a sister called Ruby-Doo. And he's got a nephew called Scrappy-Doo. That one's much more well-known. You know, like, everyone hated Scrappy-Doo. Like, when we're in the Scooby-Doo cartoon, the original one,
Yeah.
when it came out, they were getting letters of complaints about this
Scrappy-Doo.
annoying character. Yeah.
Fuck.
Everyone hates Scrappy-Doo. He's got a series of cousins, Scooby-Dum, Scooby-Dee, Dooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh my god.
He's got an uncle called Horton-Doo, another cousin called Dixie-Doo.
Here's a do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got another cousin called Whoopsie-Doo. His grandfather is Grandpa Scooby. His great-grandfather is, you'll never guess.
Great Grandpa Scooby.
That's correct, you guessed. He has an uncle called Nasty-Doo. And he's got two ancestors, Yankee Doodle Doo and Missing Link Doo.
Oh my god. So it's just an entire room of just retarded animals.
Yes. Now, of this list, pick one and we will go into a deep dive of their Wikipedia and their full character history. Yes, this is content now.
Alright, yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo. Okay. No, actually, I think it's just Yabba Doo. Okay.
Oh.
It's just Yabba Doo. For some reason, there's a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Same person?
No, it's an ad for the fucking TV show.
I see.
Right.
Have you seen the latest episode?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
That wouldn't be the latest episode by the time this comes out. By then, the finale would be out. Species, Great Dane. Gender, male. Fur color, white with black spots. Eye
I see
color,
him?
black. Yes.
My god.
I mean, I have to describe it because no one else can see him.
Yeah.
That's okay. His affiliation is with Deputy Dusty.
Who's Deputy Dusty?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Alright.
We're about to do a deep dive into the
A
Scooby-Doo lore.
third of this podcast has
Yeah.
been Scooby-Doo lore.
So far, I think... okay. Deputy Dusty is a human male with dusty brown hair and black eyes.
Alright.
There's nothing else here.
I see.
It's... Physical appearance, he looks like a 12-year-old.
Is that what it says?
That's what it says.
Oh my god. There's nothing else.
Nothing else. Personality. Despite his job, he's a bit of a coward, but always manages to do the right thing. Nothing else.
Just kicking the man while he's down.
He's in a series. He's in a lot of episodes apparently. He's in Yabba's Russell Hustle, Mind Your Own Business, Tragic Man. I'm not gonna read these out. Fuck that. I was going to. There's like 8 episodes here, and they're all just like puns.
Yeah.
Let's see more about Yabba-Doo. His usual catchphrase is yippity yabbity doo.
Yippity yabbity doo. Yeah.
I feel like I'm having an aneurysm reading this. Personality. Yabba is the stark contrast of Scooby. He is brave at any given time, not only when it is necessary. He will do anything to protect Tumbleweed Country. No, county. Including cross-dressing. Okay, so Yabba-Doo is a cross-dresser.
So and it's also doing this in like the Deep South, protecting the cross-dressers of the Deep South. What a hero!
Yeah. Powers and abilities.
Okay.
Like many members of his family, he has the ability to speak English and walk on his hind legs.
I can do that.
Yes. He's also quite handy with tools when he repaired Xylon's spaceship.
Sure, I could do that.
So he walks, he talks, and he has a trade. So far he's got you like 3 out of 2. So
yeah.
And this is Xylon.
Oh my god.
He's that little green alien who screams.
Yep. Alright.
Wait. Physical appearance. Insert details here. Personality. Insert details here. There's just nothing.
Yeah, poor guy.
What a shit character. Wait. Has the power of levitation. Powerful enough to remove Yabba from his fur coat. He skinned Yabba.
I think you mean shaved.
No,
very different things.
He shaved no, he didn't shave. He skinned a dog. He skinned Yabba-Doo.
Oh my god.
I did not think we would get to skinning dogs on the podcast, but here we are.
Skinning a do, no less. The most noble canine breed and family.
The most noble of the Danes.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Alright. Yes, so anyway, back to Graggle.
Alright, back to Graggle.
So, Liam, who's appeared on the show and will not listen to the episodes, this is how I know it's fine.
You mean Luch?
No, we've gone through both. It's whichever. Doesn't matter. He hasn't made a distinction, so I get to decide now.
Sure.
Yeah, he doesn't know about Graggle Simpson, and I think I can convince him with full gaslight and do it on the show. So that's my plan for next episode. I'm going to convince him. There's all this footage. People have edited Graggle Simpson into footage as well, so it looks more authentic. But it's not. It's all fake. It's all made up. It's even in like the Know Your Meme index.
You could probably do it.
Yeah. Graggle. Fucking Graggle Simpson. We never described what he looks like. He's completely yellow. He's bald except for a couple of strands of hair.
Naked.
And he's naked all the time. And no one says a thing. So, yeah, Graggle Simpson. The best character of The Simpsons doesn't exist.
I always get confused in The Simpsons by Mole Man. Because he's like really old, but then sometimes it says like his date of birth or something, but then there's another scene where he's like, I'm 29 years old.
Yeah.
But he's like got a profession.
And you're like, what do I believe? I don't know which one.
There's the same thing with Mr. Burns. He's just like,
isn't he canonically 120?
Yeah, there's stuff like that, and it's like, oh, you see him in like a factory as a child, like the 1820s.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, what continent were you born on? Is your is the pin code for you to enter the office or whatever?
Yeah.
And he types in Pangea.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
That's a very good joke. I like that one.
What am I to believe?
Yeah. Speaking of good jokes though, we went to a stand-up show last night.
We did.
As of recording, it wouldn't be last night. It'd be like a couple of weeks ago, but it's fine. We could talk. And yeah, it was a dark comedy hour. Now, a pet peeve that I think we share about dark comedy things, or like comedians, is where they go, is like not, is this too dark for you? What was the phrase that they kept saying?
There's two things. It's like at the very start, they're like, oh, so if you're easily offended, get out.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we're just here to laugh at the dark comedy. Just calm down.
I mean, there was a dude in the front row who just wasn't laughing the entire time.
I know. He was like 75, 80.
Yeah, and he was even like pulled up on it. It's like, hey man, you've been sitting here the whole time.
Front row, front and center,
like a meter away from the comedians, and they're like, hey, is this you're not enjoying yourself? And he's like, no, it's just not really my style of humor. And he's in the front row of this show specifically on a night dedicated to Dark Night, dark comedy.
Whenever they spoke to him, he just put a fucking mask on. I don't mean like a COVID mask or like a safety mask. I mean like a V for Vendetta robbery
a bank
mask.
robber mask, yeah.
Yes.
Like it was a balaclava, essentially, and the bottom half was the V for Vendetta.
That's how you described it. It was the Guy Fawkes thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember what the dude's name was.
Well, I'm just saying how he said it.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, credit. I guess he enjoyed himself. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I'm not bagging on the poor fella. Like, he was.
No, it was just a thing that happened.
Yeah,
it was interesting. We saw who was at the show. Do you reckon you know who the comedians are by name, or do you want me to do it?
Johnny Sins.
No, it wasn't Johnny. It was. Could have been. It could have been.
They look really similar.
They do, and they're both called Johnny.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're right, actually.
That's right. It's another conspiracy theory.
When he started masturbating on stage, I was thinking, wait, fuck, have we gone to the wrong show? It's like, okay.
For clarification on that bit there is context, but we'll not give it to you.
That's correct. Yeah. But he did, in fact, start masturbating on stage multiple times.
Basically.
Yes. No, that's just how it goes sometimes at these comedy shows. You know, shit gets wild.
Yeah, but back to the thing of the pet peeve of what they were saying.
Yes.
Or they would just go like, what is it? It's just like specifying like.
It's like if you're so offended, like this is dark material.
Like, this is dark. It's a dark comedy night. Oh, it's so dark. It's
offensive.
So. Oh, it's gonna be offensive. It's gonna be dark. Are you all ready? Or her dark event. All right, just tell me.
Just like get on with it.
Like, yeah.
Like I understand because I also do dark material.
Yeah, but you just say the dark material. That's
I know. I just say, but then it's usually like, okay, most recently met with silence. like okay, fair. Maybe it was also circumstances as well. Maybe it was my material needs work. But I don't start it with, hey, this is dark. If you're offended, get out. Because if I said that, there was only 5 people in the room. Yeah. If one of those people went out, that's a fifth of the audience. Like, maybe not.
No, you should bring your own laugh track.
Yeah.
Like a button.
So, actually, there was an American comedian. I won't say who he was, but he's a New York comedian and very popular online. He's very funny on a podcast that I listen to where it's a bunch of other comedians.
Andrew Schultz.
That is the comedian.
All right.
Okay, you've narrowed it down to other people, so I think you could figure out who the comedian was if you know the show.
Continue.
But he was recently caught adding a laugh track to his Instagram clips to promote himself. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
So there was someone at the show who was like, yeah, like his team was like really rude. He was disrespecting the staff and the audience wasn't laughing at his jokes. Like I was at the event and then the clips of that event come out and it's just packed with the audience like dying laughing at his material.
Yeah.
But if you listen carefully, the audience laughs are the same in 3 of the clips.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but it's really difficult to get 100 people to laugh the exact same way multiple times.
That does sound like it would be difficult.
Yeah, it was very fucking suspicious. So as soon as you like look at the clips, it becomes obvious, and it's like, oh fuck, I liked this guy. He's a good comedian.
Who is he?
I'm not gonna say.
Why not?
Why? Well, because this is. I think it counts as defamation. But I do believe it to be true.
Can you like write it down on the fucking notes and tell me?
Yes, I can. I can do that. Yes.
Okay.
But you know, it's a shame that he did that.
Will I be disappointed? Do you know if I know?
I don't think you know his. I don't think you know his material, but yeah. Fuck. He's got his name. No. He's here. Let me bring up the images. The dude on the right.
Bottom or top?
Left.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to translate there for a sec.
He looks familiar.
Yes, well, the name is on top, so you don't have to go by that, but you don't have to read out the name. It's in the search.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, no, I enjoyed his most recent special. I enjoy him when he's on the podcast. And I was like, fuck, man. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now that's how I'm going to introduce him as... that's how I'm going to introduce him.
Hey, it's fake laugh track guy.
People. Yeah, it's him. It's like, oh... Like, he does have some funny stuff. It's like, but that was disappointing to find out.
Yeah, because like, you don't... If it's like, alright, it didn't go that well, that's okay. You don't need to post those specific clips.
But I think because he's he's one of the comedians who promotes himself through social media, which is the way to do it, all right? In this day and age, that's the main way to do it. So, look, maybe he needed the content, but it still looks bad. Like, it's unprofessional, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't add any laugh tracks to mine. I would just post a clip that got laughs. Like, I've got plenty of videos where there's a couple of laughs that are where I think the jokes are funny, but I wouldn't add more laughs to it so that I could upload the clip. I just work on the joke, and then if it goes well in person with a new video, post that video.
Yeah. You could argue it's like how it's like... Well, because that's the thing, because you could say, well, technically it's kind of like how fucking McDonald's doesn't just have like regular pictures of their burgers on advertisements. They spruce them up and they make them look good, and they take those pictures and then that's what they post there for their social media followers and advertisements and stuff. And it's like, and I just did the same thing basically. It's like, okay, you can say that that's technically the same thing, sure, but that doesn't stop people getting upset about it.
True. The difference between eating food that's falsely advertised and going to a show, like a live performance, is that the live performance, it's supposed to be the same every time, but comedy is different. Like, ideally you want to get the same reactions every time so that you know, like, and good reactions, not boos, all right? You don't want to get booed every single time. At that point, change your material, right? Do better. But the main difference between eating food that's advertised, like McDonald's, it's like, oh, look at this juicy burger. Like, they fucking inject those burgers for the I'm sure they inject. That might be a conspiracy, actually.
No, it's like, for example, like when they do like ice cream advertisements, they use fucking mashed potato.
Yeah. So it's not even the ice cream. No, fuck.
Like, and similar with Macca's, like, or what they'll do is they'll move like the ingredients to be on like the very right side of the burger or whatever angle they're taking the picture from, so you can see all the different layers, the different things.
Yeah. But because the ingredients are not that big, like,
yeah, if you just make it a regular burger, then it's just prep.
Yeah. Yeah, and you want it in the middle, which makes sense because
so you eat it.
That's how the burgers are made.
Yes,
and also, it's like I don't think we have to explain how to eat a burger, but
so basically you grab it.
Yes,
both hands.
Yeah, firmly grasp it with both hands.
You eat it.
Yes,
that's it. You're welcome.
That's it. You bite, you chew, you swallow, repeat.
Yes,
pretty straightforward. Yep. I don't know why we have to explain this to you dumb cunts, but
apparently we had to.
Yeah, and you're welcome.
Yeah,
all right,
that's right.
That'll be $3.
Yes, we have some good Samaritans here on the podcast.
Yes.
So, so back to the comedy evening.
Yes, back to the comedy night. You talk while I'm going to write down a note of an idea I just had so I don't forget it.
All right. So, at the show, fuck. Why you do this to me?
Well, what do you mean? Why do I do this to you? I've got to write because it's either I tell you what the idea is while we're recording, and then maybe that spoils the idea for the future, or I write it down for future reference and tell you off air. What do you prefer? Because actually, no, fuck it. This is the meta segment of the podcast where we talk about things on the podcast about the podcast. Okay,
sure.
I've just come up with an idea for a segment. I'm going to run it by you. Mm-hmm. The Good Samaritan segment, where we say something like so obvious or so easy, as in like a helpful way, like what we just did with the burgers.
Sure.
Right, and it's just like. We're being a good
selfless benevolence.
Exactly. Just overplay it, keep going like that, and just it could be just like an ongoing bit. What do you think?
You could do that.
Okay, good. I'm adding the Good Samaritan Good Samaritan segment to the podcast list of segments. Good. I now have to explain it in the text so I don't forget what the concept is. So you're gonna have to keep talking. I gave you some time to think about.
Or you could just re-listen to the podcast and have just like a specific vocal note.
What do you mean? I never listen to my own podcast. I listen to my podcast a lot. I have to find clips for TikTok. It's very important.
I see.
It takes a lot of time, but also it's passive. You know how people go, oh, I don't have time to do this or listen to this. It's like, listen to it while you do the thing. 2 tasks at once. Simple. Apparently not. Fucking hell.
I didn't know that the location of this place that we were going to was the same place that I'd been to before until it was even entered. I was like, wait, it's upstairs? It's upstairs? Like, yeah, this is the place we went to for this thing. I'm like, it is? We're upstairs? I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you start getting flashbacks from a traumatic event.
Yeah, from this specific occasion. I think that, like, it's on multiple occasions where this happens, but I was drinking at the time, and I drank too much too quickly throughout the evening. And I think I just ended up passing out in those bathrooms in that specific location. I'm like, I kind of hope they don't remember me. I'm like, they surely wouldn't.
So the woman who told us to get the fuck out while you were, like, in trouble, I guess, asleep, I'm pretty sure that was the woman who got Employee of the Month with the picture that I showed you, like that I told you about.
Yeah.
Where she's just, it just looks like she's doing coke on the picture.
Is it intentional?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because also, like, the Employee of the Month picture is usually, it's a comedy pub, right?
Yeah.
They're going to do funny shit. But she's just doing coke in the picture. And it's just, it's A3? No. A2, no. Which one's bigger? A4 and A3 is smaller, yeah?
A3 is bigger.
A3 is bigger. It's A2 then. It's like an A2 size poster of this woman doing coke, and it
God.
says Employee of the Month.
That's great.
It is. And I can't believe I forgot to show you. So next time I'm there, I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you.
Great.
But I'm pretty sure, thinking back now, that was the same woman. Turns out she's actually pretty nice. Maybe she was just having a shit day where she's like, "Oi, get out."
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, that was that. But
So we end up back there this time, and I was like, well, fuck. That's pretty much it.
That's it. Okay, cool.
You wanted me to start talking. That was what my mind did. The thing.
Okay, like the show, like the comedians that we saw, like.
That's right. It was who was there. We said Johnny Sins. What's his name? Johnny Cass.
Maybe Katz. Katz, or I think it was Johnny Katz. Katz.
Johnny Katz. That still sounds like a porn name.
It does. Maybe it's a stage name.
Same thing.
Yes.
Who else was there? Fucking Matt Burns. Was that it?
You're mixing Brandon Burns and Matt O'Neill.
What's it? Is it Matt O'Neill?
It's Matt O'Neill. Yes.
And Jess. Someone.
I don't remember her surname.
Neither do I. She was good. They're all pretty good. That was a good time.
The MC?
Waynehouse?
Waynehouse, that's it. That's the one. Her husband taught me how to do comedy.
Yeah.
That's it.
I see.
That's it. And that was everyone that got on stage. So they all did good shit. Very enjoyable. Lots to learn from. And I do think that next time there's a dark comedy night, because they do it, I think... Oh, guess what?
I was going to say, I meant to mention this to you. They kept kicking the back of my seat.
Did they really?
The comedians.
The back of the seat. We were sitting... But they're facing the other way.
I know, I didn't get it either. Someone was poking my back at one point.
Maybe they were like... You know how you lean on the chair like this? Yeah, I think they were doing that as well.
You could have been that.
Yeah, because I think I did that to them.
Basically, the way we were sitting, the green room sort of thing was behind us, with like a curtain separating it.
Yeah, so there's no physical wall, and that's just how it was.
Yeah.
And that's how the club's laid out, right?
It's fine.
It's fine, but
What were you saying? Sorry, before I interrupted.
No, nothing. I was like, yeah, I think they were kicking you because I bumped them. Whoops.
Fuck you. It's fine. It's fine. Because that was actual people on the stage and stuff that were doing it. I was like, that's a good meme.
It's It's because of me, I guess, sort of. Yeah, it's alright. Next time that there's a dark comedy night, I think they do it once a month. I'll go like when it's new comedians that I haven't seen before, and I mean, I guess whenever you're local, we can go as well.
I'll be able to just come down whenever.
Yeah. But they're really good. Like that was on a dark comedy night was the first time I went to a comedy show on my own, and I think that was even before the festival. Like I'd seen Luke Kidgel and Louis Spears in person before, but I think only once, and then it was that comedy night, and then it was comedy festival, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah,
further on. But that place is that's really good. That's actually really deep in my comedy history, I guess.
I see
that venue. So
it's a good venue.
Yeah, it
Free
is.
Parking.
Yeah, it is very good parking. We made a bet on if because I didn't drive, JustTom drove, so it was like, hey, if you get a fine, I'll pay for it, because he wasn't sure. And I was like, hey, yeah, sure, no worries. And like full knowing that he wouldn't get a fine because I parked in that spot.
It was a permit zone.
35 times.
It was like a permit zone. I was like,
I've got a permit, and it's the Ron Swanson joke where it says I can do what I want.
Yeah,
that's it. And you know what? You can do what you want because you're just visiting the person who lives there.
Totally.
Yep, that's how it works.
Whatever their name was, they were a very kind and wise person.
They're very hospitable. Hospitable.
Okay.
What do you mean, very hospitable? I clearly said hospitable.
You didn't put the inable, you said hospitable.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll never know. It's
It's
not like this is recorded. It's not like it's recorded.
Hospitable.
Yep, hospitable.
Hospitable, yeah.
Yep, they served drinks. And they showed some live comedy.
They did.
For the good. I'm still in the middle of typing the sentence about the segment because I keep getting interrupted. I've written, it's the Good Samaritan segment, explain something obvious for the good of the people.
For the good of the people, right?
Yep. Fantastic. And that concludes the meta segment of the podcast. And we will be moving on to our next topic. So, JustTom. Did you hear someone threw a cake at the Mona Lisa?
I did.
Yes, good.
I did. That was a good one.
Yes, so I've got a video here, and I'll play it passively while we talk about it, assuming there's no volume. And it's pretty straightforward. So it's a whole thing.
Cleaning it off or putting it on?
No, that's someone cleaning off because they threw a cake. And it was a dude disguised as, I think, an old woman in a wheelchair. And that's how he got close to the painting. He just pulled out a cake from under his jacket and threw it at the fucking painting.
Why?
I think it was to promote climate change. Not to like say, hey, let's not change the climate, but to be like, hey, be more aware of eco-terrorism or some shit. So a man dressed up, I'll read what it says. A man dressed up as an elderly woman in a wheelchair threw cake at Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa painting at the Louvre on Sunday. He was screaming, think about the earth. We're destroying the earth. Artists need to think about the earth. That's why I did it.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's been dead for years. What do you mean?
Yeah, and he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to vandalize. But why would they keep the real Mona Lisa out there and not have a copy that no one knows the difference of? Because art is fully pretentious. Like, it's all subjective. And people going, yeah, this blank canvas. You know, like, okay, in high school, myself, Vinny, and Moss, once we were searching up most expensive paintings. And it was just like a completely red canvas.
Like
$10
one
million.
line through it or something? Or?
No. Just red. $10 million.
I'd buy that.
Why? Why?
I had $10 million to blow if I out of like $20 billion. Fuck it, why not?
All art is embezzling. That's it. There's no, it's not real.
Embezzling's great.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure it is. But it's the people that pretend that it has extra meaning. No, it means that I don't have to pay taxes.
Although with the Mona Lisa and stuff, I think there was like a glass display case.
Yeah.
Like over it.
But why is it then that the dude is cleaning the the painting then?
It's like a glass thing over the painting.
No, dude, look. I think he's trying to specifically scrub the picture carefully.
No.
Because otherwise they'd be going much harder on the video.
Because you don't want to press the glass against like the painting.
Yeah.
But also, if it was on the actual painting, they would have taken it down and brought it to like a restoration room.
Right. But look how careful the dude's being.
He's not fucking brushing the actual painting with a wet fucking thing.
No, but he's trying to do something. He's trying to save it. I don't know.
Well, someone is a big proponent of tax avoidance.
Yeah. And this dude's like, no,
This is
artists should think about the earth. Like, dude, pick a different artist. Maybe because he just chose the most famous painting he can.
It probably is the most famous painting in the world.
It might actually be. Any contenders that come to mind off the top of your head?
Yeah, the what's it called? The Last Supper painting.
That might actually, but also that was also by Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty sure.
fuck, the Taylor Swift of the art world. He's just hitting all the top
he's
of the
everywhere.
charts, that's right.
He keeps getting into relationships, breaking up with people, and releasing new paintings.
That's right.
That's what Leonardo da Vinci is most famous for.
First with religion and then with Mona
Yep.
Lisa. That's right.
That and his four Ninja Brothers.
Of course. The classic turtle reference.
Yeah. What other? I guess. Fuck. What's that picture of the screaming woman? Do you know what? I think that's what it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Scream, and it's not a woman, I don't think.
Oh, fucking whatever. I was trying to be inclusive. Yeah, that one.
The Scream.
Yeah, it's the scene from Home Alone.
Oh my god. Fuck. Most famous painting. Wait, also there's
Starry Night, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's probably a few. Well, he's the most famous painter.
Might have to be. It might have to be Leonardo da Vinci, right?
No, Leonardo.
Were you about to correct me?
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Is the most famous artist.
Is that opinion or fact?
No, I think it's a fact from two things from my recent experience. I went to this Van Gogh Alive event thing, and fuck, this is actually pretty good for the podcast, actually.
All right, good. Let's hear it.
Yeah, where basically it was like $60 to enter, right?
Right.
And it was sponsored by fucking Lexus, or I think it was Lexus or some shit like that, I don't know. But you enter and there's like
Sorry, Vincent Van Gogh, sponsored by Lexus.
Yeah, I'll get into it. So basically, we enter, and there's firstly, you know, there's that painting, and it's like his fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
And
yes, I do know that one.
Yeah, and you can like, it's like they've got it in like this thing, so like if you're standing back, it looks like the painting still, but then you can walk into it and like sit on the bed. It's like 3D and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
so wait, does that mean you could get a picture of you in the painting?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if I did though.
Okay.
Not one for pictures too much.
I was just thinking of how that works prospectively and as a thing to do.
It's some pretty sick stuff. But the main attraction, we get in there like halfway through, or like 25% of it's already done. But it's these giant projectors and these really beautiful music that's like they sort of like stuff that's synchronized with it from these orchestras, and it shows all the paintings, and it's animated them sort of, so it's like the paintings are like basically the same, but like where there would have been rain, then it'll actually show like the rain starting to fall in the exact style.
So I have to imagine then that Starry Night, it'd be like swirly and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like doing that wall, and if you did that wall high, that'd be pretty dope.
Yes.
But in general, it was crazy cool. It was very beautiful, and I was very appreciative of it. And we're realizing, well, we missed the first 25%. So what we'll do, we'll also pay $60. We obviously want to get our money's worth. So we'll stick around. We'll then do the loop. So then once it gets to the point of like reaching the 25%, so it will starts over as soon as it's done.
Yep.
And then, because people are going in and out all day, and then we'll watch the 25% and we'll leave. So then we see the very start. And it's just got all of the fucking projectors on these giant halls and tent stuff of just like the... Like a car in different angles, and like pressing, turning it on, like starting up this Lexus or whatever the brand. I think it was Lexus.
Oh, so like the first not the first
25 minutes. This was like just about 3 minutes of just this giant Lexus head around sponsoring Leonardo da Vinci.
That's so fucking.
It's
funny.
like then it's like, oh, but don't forget, you need to check out the Aboriginal art of the local communities. Back to Lexus, and then goes to the Leonardo da Vinci thing, and then back to Lexus for a second. Then back
I know you mean Vincent Van Gogh, yeah?
Yes, Vincent Van Gogh.
Not Leonardo da Vinci, but that's alright, yeah.
Yeah, and then,
but back to Lexus.
And then I was like, oh my god, it was the most capitalistic thing I'd ever seen in relation to like resurrecting this dude's art and stuff. And
remember when I was like, hey Britt, like think of things for the podcast, and you're like, I haven't got anything, and now we've got this great bit. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Well, yeah, so I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Well, it's like all right, everyone, think long, deep, and hard about
Lexus.
Not Lexus. I was going to say about like Vincent Van Gogh, the man he was, all his struggles, his art, his life, his paintings. And back to Lexus.
That's literally what it was. And like, oh my god, we didn't realize till because it would have ruined the entire show.
Yeah.
But because we walked in after that stuff had shown, then it didn't. And not only that, it was just this giant, and there was a few other ads or whatever. I'm like, we paid $60. Why is there all these fucking ads for it?
Welcome to modern day capitalism.
Like hundreds of other people.
Yeah, that's fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
Vincent Van Gogh sponsored by Lexus.
Dude. Why did you think of a podcast title?
Yeah, I maybe I wasn't going to say it, but we've concluded the meta segment of the show, which means that we cannot say that's going to be the episode title, but maybe it is, maybe it's not.
I actually found this event because it was like literally just on TikTok, and it was one of those things like, check out like Van Gogh Alive in Canberra. I mean, just you can blur that out.
I could, but I might not.
Okay, well.
Every time you come on, you're like, hey, cut this, censor that. I'm like, fuck you.
There you go. Easy to find.
I was just going to write it down. You didn't have to start, like, do your artistic clap. That's alright. I might leave parts of that in just to confuse myself and other people. Okay, cool.
Location, that's it.
Just location, got it. Because you know what, you could just move on, and I would have just beeped it, and if you didn't notice, that's what we did with Moss and his name.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's alright.
Anyway, so I see the ad for it on TikTok, and it's like, oh, it's in your location. It's now. It's moving into somewhere else later. And we were like, and I sent it to my friend. I'm like, that actually looks pretty cool. And he's like, yeah. And then we actually go to it. I'm like, so I never expected one of those people, like, like you'll be scrolling through TikTok or whatever, and then like a third of the things is just like ads.
Yeah.
And then it's like all like you just see it says promoted. You're like, oh.
What sort of ad? Like, do you see where it says sponsored at the bottom?
Or promoted?
Or promoted, yeah. Is that like?
It was one of those.
Do you really get that many ads?
Quite a few.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I went to just go to my phone for like to picture the thing. I just got a notification from Grilled.
Yeah.
And have you seen the Grilled Demogorgon burger?
I have not.
So there's this burger at Grilled. Just tend to move on. But
Yeah.
it's called the Demogorgon burger.
You don't have to talk that far away and
it's
that
about the
quietly.
Stranger Things season 4
Yeah, so it was like,
release.
just like promotion.
It's like a promotional one. They did the Batman burger too.
Yeah, that could have been good.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But this burger here, basically, it's the messiest thing you could possibly have.
Right.
Continue. Basically, they give you the burger.
Yes.
They give you this big sort of chip tub, the tub they use for chips.
Yep.
But it's empty. And like a bottle of hot sauce, and you pour the hot sauce, fill up the thing. It's like a liquidy hot sauce.
Right.
And every single bite of the burger, you dip the entire burger in.
Okay, that doesn't sound practical.
Eat
at all.
it.
Yeah.
Dip. Eat it.
Okay.
And it's fine, but it's not worth the hassle. So the first thing is, it means that it doesn't matter what's on the burger because you're only going to taste the sauce.
Yeah.
Which is fine, whatever. I like lots of sauce, so it doesn't matter in that sense. But just, you can't... There's also a lot of sauce on the burger, inherently.
Yeah.
So it's just any regular burger, lots of sauce and meat and cheese, and it's juicy, and then you're just covering it. I'll get a picture up just so that you can also...
Okay. See, there's... Grilled, I always get the same thing. I always get the cheese and bacon burger. And this this podcast is not sponsored by Grilled. And we're just promoting the products, but this isn't a bit. We're not sponsored by Grilled. Imagine if we get sponsored by Grilled. That'd be good. Let's see. That looks shit. Like, what the fuck is that? So I want to describe the picture. So it's just like if you picture a regular hamburger, and then just like half of it is red because they've dipped it in the hot sauce. Nah.
And then...
No, I don't like that.
That's the thing. It's a huge tub. I've eaten it. Like, it's...
And it's just not worth it.
It's not worth the hassle, no. Like, it's not bad as such, but it's just... I don't like eating messy foods. I'm not a massive fan of eating, like chicken wings and things like that, for example, or just things that I have to get very messy with.
Yeah.
Not my thing. And in this case, it's just that to the extreme.
Could I get sued for pretending to be sponsored by Grilled? So let's say I did a Barnzey's food reviews on that burger. We go to Grilled. I go do that. Make a post. Have hashtag ad. Is that technically illegal?
Maybe if you've specified that it was satire somewhere.
So I bring in... But what if it's hidden that it's satire? So like you have to go looking to find it. So like it looks like it's real, and you only find out it's
like in the
satire if you
fucking
go
metadata
looking.
of the video. And I don't mean of the video that's uploaded to TikTok or YouTube. I mean literally right-clicking on the MP4, editing with a fucking notepad, and just hiding it in that location.
I don't mean that far in, but like, for all intents and purposes, it looks identical to like someone who's actually sponsored by Grilled.
I see.
But if I'm not actually, if I never sign a contract, is that just free promotion?
That just sounds like fraud.
Well, not really. It's a post. It's how much value does social media posting actually have then? Because then you'd have to argue that in court if that was illegal.
Well,
and you're being
depends
sued.
on your following.
Okay, so they wouldn't care of a following so small, would they?
I think it depends on if you're shit-talking them. If you're just saying, I love Grilled, I use code, and then just say an actual code. That's got nothing to do with you, but one of their codes, use code.
Alright. Fake code then. Use code Barnzey at the checkout for 20% off.
You couldn't say that.
Why not? The code's not valid.
Yeah, you'd say, try and use code Barnzey at the checkout for 20% off. You could say that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's exactly what I just said, and you said no, I can't say
No, I said try.
Ah, so you gotta use suggestive language.
Yeah, like, you won't succeed, but you can give it a go. You just said use.
Yes. True. So, okay, so try using code... Yeah, code Barnzey at the checkout, 20% off for the Stranger Things burger at Grilled.
That's right.
I might actually do that.
Or you need to make it so like a Tim Dillon one, whatever. Or it's just so insanely ridiculous that it can't be a real one.
But what if it was real? Because you know how he does the sponsors for that
for
that underwear dude, and he's like, oh yeah, the dude's a war criminal.
He's a war criminal.
Yeah, he's killed men, women, and children. Sometimes
he
for
doesn't
fun.
discriminate. He just
and then he enlisted.
And then he enlisted. I like that.
Yeah, that guy. Sheath underwear. That was it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the dude. Look, I think I could get away with it.
Probably could.
Okay. And it's only really, it might not even just be perceived as funny. Like, hey, look, it's a success. And it's like, no, this is fake. It's not real. Everything's fake.
There's this...
That ties into, I guess, the art exhibit being just like just the appreciation of art to me seems pretty fake.
I agree, but with this specific one,
Yeah.
like, it was quite...
Yeah. I mean, you can enjoy it, but like being all pretentious about it is the most annoying part.
Yeah, this is specifically about the art, like his specific, like Van Gogh. I don't know about other artists and stuff like that, and I don't know much about art in general.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool. Like, it was more... I agree. I 100% like agree with you. You're just right when it comes to the thoughts and like art and stuff, when it comes to tax and everything like that. That's all true, and they're pretentious about it.
Yeah.
But like when you're there with like the specific way that the lighting and the these giant things and the way they did the music with it, it did like elicit like an emotional response to like the
Which
works.
I guess is the idea, but you have to do something like that if you get charged $65 to look at something.
Yeah.
So like the thing that you're looking at would have to have value to justify that, just from a business standpoint, right?
Yeah. It was a super good experience. Yeah, I highly recommend.
So I actually recently went to an art exhibition as well. So there's a place in Melbourne called Kaleidoscope, and it's just a mirror maze, and the art is looking at yourself. Yeah, I know.
see.
It's the most Melbourne shit you've ever fucking heard. It's like, you want to see art?
No, that
Look in a
sounds
mirror.
like fucking 1862 carnival in southern states of America.
Yeah. Except this place is very Instagrammable, so everyone gets photos and shit. Yeah, I got photos in there too, and they're good-looking photos because I'm.
You're in them. I see.
That's right. Yes. But the whole idea of the place, like, it was nowhere near. It wasn't 60. It was like $15, and you get half an hour to walk through. Dude, the fact that it's a maze as well, Look, I got lost, right?
Of course, it's a mirror maze. That makes sense.
I found the entrance twice on the way to the exit.
That's great.
And they wouldn't let me through. And I was like, come on, guys, I'm trying to leave. It's like, no, enjoy looking at yourself. Whatever it fucking
I hate
takes.
myself. This is the worst.
This is the worst thing. Why did I come here?
Oh, man.
But no, that was good. It was different, because we don't really do art very often. At all, really. But I think...
Do you seriously describe the mirror maze as an art thing?
Yes, it's art. Mirrors are art.
I see.
That's how it's advertised. It's like, hey, come visit this art exhibition. It's also like around the corner from a place that does Melbourne art. I think it's like, it's described as the arts as well. Like with, like this stage shit as well, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember what the place was. I just know that we walked into the wrong building first.
Just on art.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, we went, me and her went to this, to the, I think when we were in Canberra one time, we went to the National Gallery.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them. We went to the main one, and it's fucked. So there's a few floors, and I know some of them have got like the one's closed. It's got like Adolf Hitler and Ronald McDonald or some shit like that. Just
That's
this painting.
pretty funny.
It's something like that. I don't remember, but it's something pretty weird like that on one of those levels, and that level was entirely closed.
Yeah.
Which was very unfortunate because I want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then there's one, and we're walking in, and it's like it's also sculptures and stuff, and it's like a mini fridge with like a car battery on it.
Okay.
And
How
it's
is that?
like a ute with like these TVs around, and it's like just a woman's vagina, and like there's a TV with a video of a woman's vagina playing.
Yeah.
And just
on a ute, you said.
On a ute, white ute,
Right.
and there's like a barbecue that's also painted white.
Yeah.
And
What's the purpose of all this?
I don't know. There's also these noises playing, like legitimately that, and it echoes throughout the entire gallery from this one fucked exhibit. I'll see if I can get you.
That's great, dude. Yeah, we have to go to these places on on something. That's the only way I think to like properly enjoy and appreciate art. Like shit, just like do acid and go to an art gallery. That's like a bucket tier list. Bucket list tier level activity of like things to do.
I think, dude, it's I really want to find this, and it'll just take a second, but white ute vagina. There we are.
Yeah.
Okay. This
National Gallery, you said, yeah?
The National Gallery, yeah. Okay, it's this. So this has changed a little bit. That might have modified a little bit, but basically, right? So there's the barbecue there.
Yeah.
This is like the mini fridge with the car battery on it. This is a ute that you can't technically call the ute. There's also these really weird videos playing, and often there's like really naked old people just on the screen in black and white.
Okay.
There's just the vagina on the TV screen.
This is just the most weird. This is the weirdest.
This
shit.
is art.
This is no. This is what I'd argue is not art. This is embezzlement. Van Gogh is art. This is just shit.
This is on the National Gallery of Australia website. It's called Spellbound, and
Yeah. Maybe we should go then.
I would, I like that. It's literally, it's like, okay, it's like the description about it is like, it is like a feministic sort of piece of art where it's like, oh, white men, and they like utes and barbecues.
And pussy.
And all this stuff. And I'm just like, you're just saying things and just what is this?
Yeah.
And like,
We gotta go with the boys. We gotta do it.
National Gallery of
Yeah.
Australia.
Do art galleries like that just like cycle around exhibits? Like, you know how
They do sometimes, yeah.
but when you say sometimes, is that like yearly or
I don't know.
because otherwise people who go once, they'd never have any reason to go again.
Yeah.
So you'd have to.
They would after a while.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it's like it's because they've also got like entire segments, obviously like dedicated to like Aboriginal and Indigenous arts and all that stuff there, and it'd be pretty fucking funny. You're like, all right, let's cycle this, take it down, get it down, get it out of here, and just switch it out. I'm like, if you did it for more Indigenous art, then I guess. But it's still pretty funny, the concept.
Dude, I think they were showing. Does it count in a museum? Right. So there's a place in Melbourne, the Immigration Museum.
The Immigration Museum.
The Immigration Museum. Now, if they show artwork of people who have immigrated, is that? Like, you know how the British Museum is just like full of artifacts from all around the world, just shit
It's a
that
good
they've
fucking
stolen?
meme.
Right. So is that the same thing but on a smaller scale with the Immigration Museum in Melbourne?
It's kind of most museums.
Yeah. Although, if there was a museum about specifically like a specific region of, let's say a suburb, let's say there's like the museum,
The Werribee Museum.
the Werribee Museum, right? And it's just like it's full of like skulls of crackheads. They've got like syringes in there. I can't think of any other stereotypes. Maybe that's a bit too far.
Gold coin donation to enter goes back to the local community.
Yep.
I think this is a very charitable and great idea.
But like having a suburb-specific art exhibit, is that more ethical than stealing artifacts from around the world?
At a certain point, you just kind of go delving into racism and stereotyping.
Yes, but it's art, so it's okay.
I see.
Yes, it's all commentary. Speaking of art and commentary, do you know about the Dall-E generator?
How did we get so far without mentioning the Dall-E generator?
I know. I was trying to find a way, but then it kept getting we kept getting like actual stories and things about places and stuff we've done. So I think that was very well done. We've done like a solid 40 minutes on art.
Yeah. So
yeah. For those who don't know, the Dall-E animator, no, was it Dall-E
generator?
Generator is like you put in a couple of keywords and it will generate an image based on that result. So we're just going to review and examine some of these because it's art in itself.
So there's one that I came up with. That I saw, and I've had it up for a while. I'm going to show it to Barnzey first.
Please. You know what? Actually, for the video section, what we can do is I might put these images in. So if you send them to me after the show, then we'll do it, and then that will give some incentive because the YouTube analytics are like zeros.
Yeah.
No one's going there, but also, fair enough. Let's see.
Oh my fucking god! No way!
So we both went on like individual searches. I prepared an image on my phone
Of one that he thought I would find funny.
Yeah, and that thump on the table was me having the image ready, and we just showed each other the exact same image. That's fantastic. And for reference, that image was Jesus crucifixion as a Fortnite event.
I'm not going to bother sending you that one then.
No, it's alright, I've got it, it's fine.
Oh my god, that was hilarious!
Go. What's the next one then? Let's see if we can do it 2 for 2, because
I don't think so.
It's possible.
I'm not saving them, I was just going down the actual Twitter for it, because I know that the Barnzey was like specifically going to like plan.
Yes, yeah. That was good. I can't believe you didn't see that it was here on my screen as well. Like when you were showing it. No? Okay, cool. Well, the next one here that I've got is fisheye lens of Stephen Hawking skydiving in his chair.
Oh my god.
So it's just the dude in the sky, I guess.
On the art topic, this is actually a pretty good one. Like, it actually just looks good.
Dude, yeah, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that happens.
His head is backwards.
Well, the thing is, it's not just the AI taking pictures online and
Yeah.
then putting them there. It's an artificial intelligence thing, like a neural net
Has to
properly
generate
generating it.
Yeah. So it scans through the thousands and thousands of images to then build it.
It's got like a library of like billions. That's like just
Okay,
a mini
that's
version.
like, my scale was a bit way off.
Billions of neurons which then allow it to actually go through and come up with some sort of result like that.
But the fact that it can even come up with an image, let alone multiple images, of the same thing, that's fucking great. That's amazing.
Check this one out. Dumpster fire painting by Monet. It's just a dumpster fire.
Look at this dumpster fire. It's art.
Yeah.
Here we go. 9/11 Lego set.
Oh my god, it's so perfect.
Yeah, like, but I mean, I guess the Lego set ones come out really well. Like things that have a mold or like a template of just other things, like the Osama bin Laden pop figure.
Yeah, Osama bin Laden pop vinyl.
That's fantastic.
And then there's a few that are very innocent that I find funny, like this one. Postman Pat winning Wimbledon.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Here's another Lego set. Auschwitz.
The Auschwitz Lego set.
Amazing. Fun for everyone.
Oh my god, the little figurines.
Those are the children.
Oh my god. So a police interrogating a jar of pickles.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's good. Here, Adolf Hitler stand-up comedy special.
Oh my god. He just looks like his regular thing because of the microphones, but it's the side angle one there.
Yeah, like that specific one. That's just like, that's great. Could you film a stand-up special and make it look like a war rally speech?
You could.
Yeah, I think I might take that as a personal challenge one day.
Okay, yeah. No.
That's pretty funny. Gordon Ramsay as the son in Teletubbies.
Oh my god. So this one, Pharaoh Darth Vader of Egypt. This looks good.
That's just a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That's pretty sick. Mark Zuckerberg as a ventriloquist doll.
Perfectly accurate representation.
It does. This is just the image. I don't see any AI generation.
The Tiananmen Square protests of 1989.
Wow, that's amazing. How did they know? How did they get it so accurate? Yeah, look, like this one. This is just the cop. This just looks like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Here. People watching a public execution at Disney World.
Oh my god, thanks. The chill, fuck. Yep, no, I just scrolled past that one too.
Yeah. These are just so good. We could just do this for the rest of the show.
Cthulhu Beanie Babies. That just looks awesome.
Yeah, that has to exist. Yeah. Courtroom sketch of a clone trooper. Oh, wait, why is that echoing now? Hang on. There we go. I think it was my headphones there. Sorry. Courtroom sketch of clone trooper on trial for Order 66 defended by Will Smith. It's just so hyper-specific.
It's the one that, I like that one there where he's just sitting back.
Yeah, it's just like just chilling out. And I'm pretty sure that the dude on the right, on the right here, looks like Johnny Depp's lawyer. I'm pretty sure that's where that image, like that AI generation comes from.
So, in recent, as you know, from the most recent school shooting that's going to happen in a week and a half from now, and the most recent ones from this point, there's been a lot of memes about those sorts of things. So, for example, another one is the Fisher-Price My First Bulletproof Vest.
It's like,
And I'll just...
how current and up to date.
That one.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's what I'm saying. There'll be another one, so
It's
this
colourful.
still works.
Yeah, it's still relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with this one, Cucumber Connect 4.
It's just trying to shove cucumbers and connect 4 things.
And I think they did it very well.
They did.
PS1 Hagrid at a McDonald's. That just looks exactly like it.
Yeah.
There's just Darth Vader meets Pingu.
Oh my god, it's so realistic.
It is. It's amazing.
Oh my god, funeral at Walmart.
There we go. These are very popular. 9/11 the musical.
That's so good. Oh, man. What about Gandalf Employee of the Month?
Hagrid in My 600-Pound Life.
Oh, poor Hagrid.
He's really let himself go after the movies.
Yeah. What about Knife Fight in Retirement Home? And look,
that's good.
From your perspective, we're saying these things, but we see 9 clear pictures of...
Yeah, this is
whatever the...
scary. Here, look, here's something more topical. J.K. Rowling holding a trans flag.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus turning water into wine on America's Got Talent.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, there was a dude who edited himself into America's Got Talent, and it was just like really dumb, sort of like magic with quotation marks. And the way it's no, it wasn't magic. All he does is like rip a bong, and then he just gets the golden buzzer.
I don't get it.
Yeah, no, like he's like he edits himself in, and all he does is rip a bong, and because of the video, it looks like it's real because of how well it's edited in, and because he ripped a bong on America's Got Talent, golden buzzer. And I'll show you the video after this.
Yeah, I've got a video to show you after this as well.
Yeah, good. Obama making a sandcastle.
I did see that one. I did see that.
Yeah.
I like though it's like courtroom capybara suing Elon Musk.
Yes, that's a
Or
good
courtroom sketch of capybara suing Elon Musk. It's that one.
Yes. Elon Musk has not been kind to the capybaras of the world.
He is not.
Yeah, Karl Marx in the KFC logo.
That's great.
Yeah, that's real.
What about this? There's this one fire hydrant death metal album cover, and it's just they all look perfect.
That's just how they look.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen that album in a real place before.
You're gaslighting yourself now.
Photo of R2D2 getting baptized.
Yeah, that's a good one. And also Fisher Price, My First Crack Pipe.
Yeah.
And just have a look at them.
That's amazing. It's just colourful. SpaceX launch Big Ben.
Oh, dude, there's fucking this one too. Check that.
What's this? A gaming diaper. That's disgusting.
Look at the Razer logos.
Yeah, I know. This is a diaper for real gamers.
That's right.
Yeah. Boris Johnson in a mosh pit.
They could be real photos.
Yeah, they could be, yeah.
What about Club Penguin Bin Laden?
Amazing. Oh, Larry the Cucumber at D-Day. Do you remember VeggieTales?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What about this McFuneral?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how they bury Ronald McDonald when he eventually dies.
Dude, I can't tell. So this one here, it looks racist, but I can't tell.
Yeah. What is it? Notorious B.I.G. Moy?
I don't know.
I guess it's like the Easter Island heads.
But it's got like chains and like
Shit, yeah, that's the
full body. And
I know, that's just how he looks.
What the fuck? What is that one?
Those statues look like that.
Yeah, with the hat and the white shirt.
Yeah, it's all exaggerated features. Yeah, dude, Gordon Ramsay sinking in quicksand.
Oh my god.
Has this segment run its course?
I think this segment might have run its course.
Alright, that's good. Well, until next time, thanks for listening. This is great. You got better things to do. Go home. That's right, I stole your outro. It's in every episode now. I think. Maybe I forgot to do it in the last one, but that's that. I don't ask for a final word anymore because people just scream into the microphone or say N-bombs. And you know what? I can't have that. So, this is the end. Good. Fuck you.